Well, guys, Patayos PC Tech here, and guys, as you can see, we're going to test out the 007 First Light in our PC, which is Ryzen 7 9700X with RTX 5070Ti. And in this benchmark, guys, we're going to test out the DLSS 4.5, and also we're going to test out the frame generation in this game, and we're going to see if this game is optimized or not. So let's go and let's see what's the result of our benchmark. So let's go. Let's begin. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are inside the game, and let me show you what settings that I'm using in my graphic settings. So right now guys, I'm using full screen resolution 1440p, and also for the vertical sync, I leave it turn off. I just always turn off the vertical sync, just to see the maximum frame rate we can get inside the game. And also for our resolution scale, I'm using NVIDIA DLSS. And for my resolution preset, I'm using the DLAA native. So technically, we are using the DLSS NVIDIA DLAA native resolution. So technically, we are not using any upscaling right now, but we are using the native resolution of DLSS. That's all. Okay. So for the next one, guys, for the texture quality, I also put it in ultra. Texture filter, put it in ultra. I put my terrain quality in ultra. Shadow quality in ultra. Volumetric fog quality in ultra. Global illumination quality ultra. Reflection quality ultra. And also, I just turn off all of the motion blur that we can see in the game. So that's my setting. So technically, we are currently having our graphic settings like in ultra settings with NVIDIA DLSS DLAA. So let's see what frame rates we can get. And right now we are inside the game. And as you can see guys, here there's a lot of people. There's a lot of objects and building that we can see, and also vehicles. And right now guys, we are getting 98 FPS or frame per second. And for our 1% low, we are getting 79 FPS, so not bad. And for our average FPS, we are getting 214 FPS. And look at the frame time graph, guys. I don't see any stuttering in my graph. It's stable, it's very nice, and also for the graphics quality, as you can see, it's very, very good. I don't see any artifacting, shimmering, and also the level detail of the character itself is in there. So it's very good, guys. Technically, for me, all I can see in ultra settings with NVIDIA DLSS DLAA, the game is very, very good. And also the graphics itself is very good, and the image quality, the color accuracy is very good. So it means it was very optimized. And also, as you can see in my GPU wattage or TDP watts, I'm already using 240 watts of power in my GPU. So it means technically guys, we are using the full potential of our GPU. And also for our RTX 5070 Ti GPU utilization, it's already 98%. So we are using the full potential of the card itself inside the game. So, and also guys, that this game is not a CPU bound game, but also a GPU bound game.
Okay.
Right there, yeah. Grabe, aray ko. So yeah,
Perhaps some basic training might still be needed.
the graphics itself, it's very great, guys. The shadows, I don't see any artifacting in the shadows also. Oh, it's very good. It's very nice, guys. Very nice.
Yesterday was fun.
So, let's try to use NVIDIA upscaling preset quality. No? So let's try it. Let's try it. And again, guys, we are inside the game. So I already restarted the game. And also, we're going to try the NVIDIA DLSS graphics preset quality. No? So we're going to turn it into quality. So let's see what frame rates we could get if we are using ultra settings with quality preset of DLSS. No? So let's go and let's begin. And as we can see, guys, all right. So wait. From before, we are getting 100 FPS, right? Let's go back to the DLAA. Yeah, we are getting at least 98, 97 up to 100 FPS. It depends on the environment. But if we're going to turn on the NVIDIA DLSS preset quality, we are now getting 111 to 117 FPS. And technically, guys, if we turn
Let's go.
on or if we
Don't want to
turn
get bitten on our
our
first day.
DLSS preset into quality, there's a little increase of FPS. So that's weird. Because technically, if you are using or going to upscale your resolution into 1080p up to 1440p by using DLSS quality, or at least you will get 20 to 30% of FPS. But right now we are getting, I think, 10 to 15% only.
Don't give
But
Greenway the
yeah,
excuse he's looking for.
from 197 FPS up to 100 FPS, now we are getting 100 FPS up 100 FPS up to 117 FPS or 115 FPS. It depends on the environment. And also, we are using the DLSS quality preset. I don't see any problem with the graphics also.
Let's go and meet
This
Greenway's
the
chosen
shimmering, the
ones.
artifacting, it's I think there's no shimmering or artifacting inside the game. Even we are using the DLSS. So yeah, the game is very nice. But all I can see, guys, it's much more crispier, and also the sharpening also enhance a little bit when we are using quality preset. Yeah, that's the only thing that I notice if we change into quality from the LAA. Yeah. So yeah, again guys, we are using ultra settings with DLSS quality preset. And this game is so much playable. It's so good, guys. It's very smooth. I don't see any stuttering. Yeah. What about let's try balance the quality balance DLSS preset. So let's use that quality preset. So we turn it into balance. And right now we are getting 130 FPS. And guys, I don't see any difference between the quality and the balance. It's all the same. Yeah, I yeah, it's so much the same. I just noticed, guys, if you are using DLSS quality preset, if you're going to look at the trees, it's much more crispier and more sharpened. And if you turn it into balance, I see that the sharpened thing in the object or the trees is lessened, but and also it's much more blurrier, a little bit blurry. So yun lang yung napansin ko. That's all I can see. But again, guys, there's no artifacting, there's no shimmering, there's no glitch or what, or any ghosting. Yeah, I don't see any ghosting in the trees. Even they are moving. Even my character, if I move very fast, I don't see any artifacting or ghosting. So yeah, it's very good, guys. DLSS technology in this game is very optimized, and also the graphics itself, right? It's very optimized, yeah, optimized in NVIDIA GPUs. So what about, guys, let's try to use frame generation in ultra settings. So here, guys, in this game, the 6x frame generation is already available. So we are now able to use the 6x frame generation. So let's try that. So that's a new one. That's a new thing. And guys, we are getting 100. Oh yeah, here. I noticed the artifacting, guys. I already see the problem with the 6x frame generation. If you are moving your mouse just like this, you can see on his on our characters here that there's a artifacting and also ghosting if you're moving your mouse very fast. Yeah, there we go. So, and also look at the frame time graph, guys. It's so much fast, and also our graphs shows us a little bit of spikes in every millisecond frame time that's going on inside the game. And guys, look at the frame rate. We are getting 475 FPS, and for our 1% lows, guys, we are getting 65 FPS, and for our average, still we are getting 179 FPS. And yeah, 6x frame generation is very good in this game. It's very smooth, but yeah, I can notice the ghosting if you are moving your mouse. But still, it's good. It's very good. You won't notice it if you're just a casual gamer, guys. So, for me, 6x frame generation is very playable in this game and also very responsive. And what about let's try the dynamic frame generation. So, dynamic frame generation, guys, the system will automatically pick a very suitable preset of frame generation in your games. So it will automatically choose what's the best preset. So it will be more stable and more responsive while using frame generation. And right now we are getting 200 FPS, and I think we are using the 2x frame generation. So technically dynamic frame generation is just an automatic preset, no? And yeah, it's very smooth, guys. The game itself, the graphics itself, I don't see any glitching, artifacting again, and shimmering, ghosting. So it means the game is very stable. And if we go back to if we turn off the frame generation, look at the graph. Look at the graph, guys. It's very stable. I don't see any spikes in the graphs. And again, guys, we are getting 120 FPS since we are using the balance DLSS preset. So let's turn it back to the DLAA, and maybe let's try the high settings in the game, no? So let's adjust the settings. For our texture quality, we just turn it into high settings, and for our texture filter, we are turn it into anisotropic 8 times, and for our terrain quality, we're just going to turn it high. You know, guys, just turn it, all of the settings that you can see here, just turn it high. We're just going to turn it high. Hoy, hoy, hoy. And there you go. Guys, I think we just need to restart the game. Yeah, there's no, I don't see any changes in the frame rate, so we should restart the game. Alright guys, we are inside the game and I already restarted the game, and right now guys, we are using the high settings, and as you can see, I already turned it into high settings. Alright, so currently guys, we are using NVIDIA DLSS DLAA, and yeah, there you go. So currently we are using the game at 1440p resolution, and also we are using DLSS DLAA native resolution, and also I turned the what do you call this, the graphics preset into high settings. And guys, I think it's much better if you're going to choose the ultra settings, because there's actually I don't see any changes in the graphics, and your frame times per second increase a little bit from using the ultra settings into high settings. So I think it's much worth it if you're going to use the ultra settings in this game. Yeah. So I think the game should fix that thing between the ultra and the high settings. But again, guys, for me, I do recommend to choose I do recommend for you to choose the ultra settings, guys, because I don't see any changes in frame rates, in 1% low in and also in average FPS, and also in the graphics, or most importantly in the graphics. Okay, and currently we are getting 105 FPS. For our 1% low we are getting 75 FPS, and for our average we are getting 174 FPS. And look at the frame graph, I don't see any spike. It's very normal, it's very stable. And for our utilization, still guys, we are using the 97% utilization of our GPU, and we're having a 250 watts or TDP watts power in our GPU. So it means that the GPU works well with this game, and it's using its full potential in this game. So yeah, it's very nice, very good. The graphics itself, I don't see any problem again in the graphics, even we change it into high settings. And since I don't see any problem with the graphics, guys, let's try the frame generation 6x. Because earlier, all right, when we are using ultra settings while having a balance preset, and also a balance preset of DLSS and also 6x per generation, we noticed that there's a artifacting inside the game. So, or artifacting and also ghosting. But right now, we're going to use the 6x frame generation in high settings with DLSS DLAA. So let's try it. And right now we are getting 400 FPS again. And look at the frame graph. It's stable. It's much more faster, but we have a lot of... Actually, that's not a spike. Alright, that's not a spike. It's very normal since we are generating multiple frame rates in the GPU. So that's why the frame graph is it's so fast. No? And yeah, actually, the ghosting is gone. I don't see any ghosting anymore. Ah, yeah, there is it. There, there. Yeah, I already noticed it. If we moved our mouse, look at the head. If you can see, there's a lot. Actually, there's a little bit ghosting or artifacting that's going on. And look at the trees. Actually, the vegetation is very clear. I don't see any pixelations. But look at, if we move our mouse in, and if you're looking at in our character, you can notice the ghosting, and also a little bit of pixelation in the hair and also in the head. So yeah, I think it's very normal when you are using your um 6x frame generation. So let's try the 2x frame generation. Yeah, I think it's normal, guys. I think it's normal because of the extra frame rates that generating inside the game. But still, if you're just a normal gamer, you won't notice a thing. So it's very normal. It's very normal. I don't see any problem with the graphics even using the frame generation in high settings. So yeah, all I can say, guys, that the game is very stable. And if you are using RTX 5070 Ti, you don't need to use the frame generation because it's already stable. You will have your very good frame rates and also 1% low. And still, you don't need to choose the frame generation because the GPU itself works well with the game. So it means that this game is very well optimized. Maybe there's some need, yeah, there's some fixes that needs to be done in this game, just like the different kinds of graphics preset. They should fix it because I don't see any changes even we are using the ultra or the high settings in terms of frame rate. So for me, it's very stable, guys. Yeah. So yeah, there you have it. So that's how we benchmark, guys. All right. So one last thing, let's try to use the VSync. Even we are using the VC. Oh yeah, there is it. I see the problem now. Earlier, guys, when we turn off the vertical sync, I noticed that the movement of the camera is very smooth, but right now I think it's very junky. Yeah, let's try to turn it. Yeah, I see the difference. If you move your mouse, I think it's very junky. So I think I think it is recommended that you don't need to use the vertical sync for me. So just leave it in just leave it in off. Okay? So yun lang naman. So I hope you enjoyed this benchmark. So enjoy the game, guys, no? Ako maglalaro na ako kasi i-edit ko pa to then maglalaro na tayo, no? So thank you and yun. Have a good day and ciao. That's all, guys. That's all the benchmark. Sana nag-enjoy kayo.